What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? Ever since Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, the world of comedy have become treacherous waters for comedians everywhere. Chris Rock's brother Tony Rock, Faison Love, and many more have chimed in on what they would have done if Will Smith had slapped them. Now, there have also been a number of people who have said that, you know what, if Chris Rock was just as big as or bigger than Will Smith, he wouldn't have done that. So T.I. was recently on All Hip Hop TV podcast, and he was asked that question. First of all, shouts out to All Hip Hop. Man, these dudes been doing it for a long time. They've been holding hip hop down for a long time. These guys have tremendous integrity for the art form, and they really do respect it. So I respect them and everything that they're doing, and I'll forever be a supporter of all hip hop. If you're not with it, if you're not familiar with it, fam, get with it. You cannot call yourself a true hip hop fan if you ain't about all hip hop. You dig? But T.I. was on their podcast right before he went on stage at the Barclays Center, and they introduced a hypothetical question to him. They posed a hypothetical question like, what if it was The Rock had said something disrespectful about, your woman, what would you do? And Tip, tried to move around the question at first. He tried to circumvent the question at first. But he went on and said, you know what? He tried to be diplomatic about it at first, but then he said, you know what? I'd go for the knees or something. Good answer. Good answer. Because as much as I love The Rock, I just don't see a limit on a person that I would not get with if I felt that that person had disrespected me personally, or if I felt I had to get with somebody. I'm not saying this particular situation with the wife and the joking, because there's so many variables with that. I'm just saying if I felt like I had to get with somebody, it don't matter who it is, it don't matter if the president of the United States, it don't matter if it's the biggest mob boss of all times or whatever, I would have to get with him. It didn't matter if the guy was 7 foot tall and 300 pounds. It don't matter. He would have to be dealt with in some type of manner, and I would figure it out. I absolutely would figure it out if I felt like I had to go there. Like Tip, I believe that everybody deserves peace. We all should live in peace and leave people alone. And, you want everybody to prosper and all of these type of things. And I'm serious. I know I sound like I'm making light of it, but I really do. I like the idea of peace, because conflict is costly. Even if you win, you could lose down the line. So I like the idea of peace. Conflict to me is not the last result, but it's something that I try not to think about to be my first result. You see what I'm saying? But I did find it interesting that he would say that because, just a little inside thing, fam, when you're dealing with somebody that's particularly much larger than you, and you're restrained enough to not use some type of blunt object or a gun or something, then, one of the easiest things to do is to go for those knees. Go for those knees. And it don't matter how big you are, no matter how strong you are, the right amount of pressure against those knees and you're going to fall to the ground. So I just want to share that with y'all real quick, man. I found that was very interesting. In fact, that whole interview with Chuck and the guys over at allhiphop.com with Tip was pretty good. You should check it out. Also give you some insight on tips thinking in regards to doing comedy, where it came from, like what made him want to do it, and how is it that he stands up against the pressure and boundaries. Like, he admitted that, look, even as a comedian, sometimes you can go too far. So, what do y'all think about that anyway, fam? I mean, as a comedian, do you, let me back up, not as a comedian, but do you believe that there are instances where a comedian can go too far? Do you believe that a comedian can go too far? Is there anything off limits for a comedian? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
What them haters talking about?